We are back after the international break, and I don't know what to say about that game. I've just done a YouTube watch along, and I was blown away. It's Southampton against Charlton Athletic at the Valley in London, and it ended up 1-5. Saints won 5-1 against Charlton. And the day that we were all kind of fearing about Nathan Jones's return and would it all come blowing back in our faces, I think we could have rested easy after that one. So just an absolutely phenomenal performance and result for Saints. And, it's kind of like asked a few questions about what's going on around the club right now. So kind of, you know, first of all, I just want to say thank you to everyone that did tune in to the live stream. And I want to thank everybody that's tuning in generally, liking and commenting on the videos generally, because after a big summer break for me, I've got to get things back on track on the channel and getting it shared out. So any comments, good, bad, liking, subscribing, all of that helps. So let's move forward. So yeah, if you were at the Valley today as well, let me know in the comments, because I had quite a few mates that went, and unfortunately I just couldn't make it with the timings. There was no way that I could get my work done and then get down there. So yeah, so a lot of people going down to or up to the Valley. Whether the weather was a bit better up there, but here it's mostly been absolutely awful, just pouring it down. But I think a lot of us were nervous before the game. We've just had two games where we've won for Tonda Eckert, and loads of questions around whether he's going to be the manager that's appointed. Again, his name is well and truly in the hat to whether it's going to happen or not. Again, in the comments, you can tell me whether you think that that's the right decision or the wrong decision. But it's a pretty big decision at the moment. But yeah, I would say that it's generally been quite hopeful around the club, which is the first time I felt that for quite a long time. You can feel something was going to brew today, whether it was going to be good or bad. And to be honest, it was better than I was expecting. So just what a brilliant start with Ryan Manning. That goal emphasised on the whole game really, because there were players that were driving forward, and I thought when Fellows put that ball into the box that there'd be nobody there, but sure enough he overtakes Cienza and just goes for it, gets it in. Absolutely felt amazing when it went in. 14 minutes, just the start we needed. And then for Adam Armstrong to come around and score that goal, literally relentless pressing forward and positive play, absolutely what we've been missing all season, isn't it? Like, just everything felt positive about a lot of these attacks around there. And then 20th minute, Jander scoring. Just, you know, could not understand what was going on. Like, that was really well taken. He looked to have done the keeper with the eyes, kind of like looked a bit left, played it just a night, just absolutely passes it into the net. Really good to see him getting forward and scoring goals. And we've got, at this point, we've got goals coming from all over the pitch. And then Azaz, having scored on 22 and 43 or something like that. Really happy to see Azaz on that, because actually him, Armstrong, Fellows, Cienza, all were receiving that ball in the middle and turning around and not going out to the wings and running down to the corner flags. They were turning it and running at the 18 sort of box. And that positive style of play was everything that Southampton have been missing for like basically 2 years. I just thought they were fantastic. They were clinical. They were relentless for most of the game, and they were ruthless, certainly for that first half. I thought the defence was pretty solid. Again, we see Taylor Harwood-Bellis yelling a lot at other players around him, but generally you can't fault the defence at all in that game, especially when you win 5-1. The goal, to be honest, that we did concede from a corner, it did look like it was coming, and quite often the balls were being played into that sort of, if you're looking at their attacking end, at their back right, and they did have some big chaps up there attacking the balls, and that was clearly their plan, to get it to them all along. And a bit disappointing that we didn't didn't figure that and get into that ball. And whether the keeper could have done better, I think what did he face? A couple of shots, and one went in. So still a bit 50-50 for me on that one. Um, the away end, our away fans are got to be some of the best in the league. I absolutely love our away days, and I'm absolutely gutted that nothing's worked out for me this season to get along to the games. But I'm there in spirit. Just absolutely love the guys that I usually travel with. Big shout out to Chris and Martin and Chloe and everyone like that. So really, real big shame that I couldn't get to it today. But the away fans generally are just absolutely fantastic, and you know what a day to be in that stand. Like if we're at home and we're feeling like that was insane, I don't know what it must have felt like in the stand. It must have just been absolutely incredible. Um, just some beautiful goals as well that you've seen. So you're so lucky. So we've had 5 goals, what, 4 different scorers. That is a huge boost of confidence all over the pitch. Are we building up some momentum? So that's three wins in three, all for Tonda Eckert. Some very big questions to be raised there. I like that we haven't messed about too much with the team lineup. It did work today. I wasn't too pleased to see the back five again, but I think Fellows did fantastically to play that, and then there was enough cover around the pitch. You can't argue with anything that happened today like that. I thought some of the subs were fine. Didn't I thought Joe Aribo had a good length of time to come on and put something in on that game, and I didn't feel like he did anything worthy of it. Damien Downs held the ball up a few times, did a couple of nice touches here and there, but again, not too much. But at that point, we're in cruise mode, and I think the players did absolutely fantastic today. And a performance like that gives Romeo coming in a little bit of a breather, because we were all hoping to see him. Let's face it, we all wanted to see Oriol come back and crack some skulls, but at the moment, no skulls need cracking really. Maybe some of the subs on the bench. So yeah, what was your favourite goal out of all of them? By the way, I do want to know, because I think they were cracking. For me, I really did like that Adam Armstrong one, just the way he turned and ran, got through the middle. Although he played that lovely ball through for Finn Azaz as well, and he rounded the keeper and slotted that in. I loved that one. Yeah, I was just really pleased for that. Yander's was also fairly similar. Yeah, wow, just so positive after that result. I think some people are going to be having some good nights out. I think so glad that Nathan Jones didn't get his win against Southampton. Anyways, so we've got a match on Tuesday, so we're going to be taking this momentum into it. I'll be vlogging that game. I will, of course, be there at the home game. We've got Leicester. So please, if you put your likes and subscribe and notification buttons, you'll see that pop up in your feed, hopefully. And we're trying to get the channel back on track after that long summer break. So yeah, I do appreciate everyone's support. Please put a comment down below if you feel like engaging. If not, it doesn't matter. You're here, and I do appreciate each and every one of you. So 5-1, biggest result that we've had for years, and I'm not going down a negative path today. I'm really happy we've got that out of the way. We've got our Saturday. It's time of recording this, it's now 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we've got the whole weekend to be positive now and the first time that we've really been able to feel that and enjoy the whole weekend as a Saints fan. So absolutely brilliant. So yeah, make sure you're following along in future, and please, as I say, I love responding to comments and things like that. So great having you all along. Up the bloomin' Saints today. Yeah, really happy.